Disclaimers ahead. This part one of a part two series I'm calling what part three is coming out when the season is over. This video is called The Redemption of Batwoman Season 2. But probably the part three may be the same thing or maybe just different titles. So let me explain. I really hated season one of Batwoman. Go watch my video called What the Worst Superhero Show I've Ever Seen. Now, basically, I hated season 1, and I was hoping, in fact, saying, please, season 2 be good. Season 2 so far has been a breath of fresh air for me. It hasn't been as bad as season 1 was, and that's fairly good to say. As season 1 was pretty bad going into the factors and standings. If you want to go see that video, go watch my first video called The Worst Superhero Show I've Ever Seen. So, yes, and I'm about to explain why. Start off with the actor who plays Ryan Wilder. Now, I have no disrespect to Ruby Rose. I think she just wasn't right for this role in this season. Why I actually liked Ryan Wilder's actor in general, as it felt like more of a breath of fresh air for me in general. So, I'm, again, mean no disrespect to the actor Ruby Rose. I've never seen her in any movie, so I don't know if this is how she actually acts in the films. But she was pretty horrible in this performance. I mean, pretty horrible. Like, let's fix this right here, guys. I mean, she was pretty horrible as acting comes so far. Playing Batwoman for her must have been torture, she might have even said herself. What I mean by this is simple. It sounded like when she was saying her lines, it was like she was eating food in her mouth and got one piece of steak stuck in her mouth. Every now and said, well, maybe I am Batman. I can't hear you. Maybe I am Batman. Maybe I'm better. Like, I felt like she was really just, her agent told her, take the show and you'll get a lot of money for it. So yes, I did not like season 1, The Batwoman. And it really hurt me because I wanted to love it. I mean, now, I've gotten many text messages from Instagrammers or comments I've deleted from my page. It's basically saying that, number one of all, I am a sexist and I do not like female-led TV shows. That is not true, to let you guys know in disclaimers. I actually love some of their shows, including Supergirl. Not Supergirl. I'm playing Stargirl and Jessica Jones. Stargirl, I really love Stargirl. In fact, I wanted Batwoman to be as good as Stargirl. I was hyped up for Stargirl. I said, Stargirl, I don't know nothing about this character, so I should love her character. I've never read any comics on Stargirl. I've seen her in cartoons, but she didn't seem that interesting to me, so I was like, I want to see how they're going to do the show. Stargirl, I should do a video on that. I did a review on it, though. But again, I actually loved season 1 of Stargirl. I hope season 2 will be good, too, because season 1 was pretty interesting. I loved all the characters. Like, Batwoman's characters, like, some of them were interesting in season 1. Like, Supergirl, same thing. Supergirl wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it was so cheesy for me, I couldn't watch it. Like, the acting wasn't bad, number one of all. I just felt like the storytelling, instead of being like the Arrow and Flash, like where Arrow was very dark and Flash was a light show, Supergirl, I don't know what it was trying to be like. It looked like it was trying to be the Flash, but it's Superman's cousin as a girl. And like, all her villains were basically sometimes rips off of Superman's villains, so I couldn't like this season. I was hoping Batwoman wouldn't go down that route, because her character is basically, well, kind of Supergirl, but like her cousins to Batman and all that stuff. So yes, but again, I wanted this season to be good, and it was pretty good. This matches more the comic book than I would say the first season does. Like, basically, Ryan Wilder's character comes in contact with the Batsuit once Kate's plane blows up. Now, I'm hoping, because I'm going to spoil this for you, Kate's supposed to be alive. I'm hoping that Kate is actually dead. I'm sorry, but like, I'm hoping, like, I have this theory that once they finally show Kate's body, Kate's actually just a burnt, crisp body. I know it's dark, but it's like really genius idea for me, because like, imagine that when they finally find Kate, it's a dead body. It's like just burnt to crisp. She's not alive because you can't bring back Ruby Rose. So yes, like, I really feel like this season was pretty bad, but like, season 1 was pretty bad, but season 2 was like, my main problem was how they brought Ryan Wilder into the show where they had a way out of this. Like, I think that pretty much Kate's, well, stepsister could have been Batwoman. Like, I would have loved to see her as Batwoman. Like, imagine her as Batwoman. Her story arc and character arc would have been great for the show. Like, it would have worked. I'm not saying that the actor who plays Ryan Wilder is very bad. No, she was pretty good in this. And she does play as a great Batwoman. But I wanted to so bad. I wanted to think since Ruby Rose is leaving the show, they're going to bring her in as Batwoman. Nope. Turns out, nope. They're not. It was pretty bad to me. Like, wow. I thought they were going to bring her in to play Batwoman. But no, they're not. And it matches the comic books more. But I feel like CW now has this rule with superhero shows that, hey, their main characters cannot kill. Which is wrong. Because in the comic books, Batwoman used guns. I'm not going to say that she killed people with the guns. But she used guns. So I don't think you should really... Well, Blue Day used guns more than Batwoman. But I can say when Batwoman did use guns, they could have been used. Like, I'm pretty sure she could have at least used guns in the show. But no, she must be a replica of Batman. And that's what she is. Like, Arrow, in season 1, he was literally killing people. But no, not in this season, not in this show. She can't do that. But yes, this series really could have been season 1 could have been good. I had hype for it. But season 2 improved my hype and made it pretty well. Like, the villains, number one of all, aren't bad in this season because there's not that many villains. And I like that. That's what most of the shows were about, were all the way villains. But apparently that season needed bigger villain in Alice. Again, I did not like Alice. Alice is still to be a pretty annoying character. She is so annoying to me. I just want to say, I'm just going to call this part called the Alice is the worst list. Alice Worst Land is pretty much simple. Alice is a character. Why is she brought back? Again, I mean, her story arc could have been totally, hey, Alice is killed off, maybe. No, we need to keep Alice in, like, I wish that Alice got killed in this season. I'm sorry, but, like, coming to the beginning of season 2, Alice should have just died somehow. Like, maybe she blowed up in an explosion or something. Maybe her dad just instantly shot her or something. Like, God, why didn't they just kill her off? Like, her character was pretty non-interesting to me. So, wow, they could have ended her character and would have been a good show. I mean, like, other villains I would want to see, but Alice as a character was so boring to me in season 1. Like, her whole story arc was so boring to me that I really wanted a better story arc for the show. And I was hoping we would get a better villain, like introduce maybe Lady Shiva or the Island Lady. I don't know if that Lady Shiva or not, because I didn't pay attention to season 1 like that. I don't remember half the stuff that went on because I watched all the episodes of it on Netflix because I didn't watch it when it first premiered. And I pretty much hated it. I watched all of it and like hated it so much. I said I'm not gonna rewatch it for season 2, but somehow people were saying, you should give it a shot. And I have the CW app, so when season 2 first episode premiered, I watched it on the CW app, and I actually liked it. So wasn't bad. It wasn't worth it. Yes. That's how I sometimes watch The Flash and stuff, all the shows, and boy was this show pretty much mediocre in season 1. This season is I see some of the YouTube videos, like it's silly, it's worse. Like I don't get where they're coming from. I can see that you could hate it. I definitely can see where you could hate it from, but I did not hate this season. This is my fair opinion. It's got redemption. I love the character of Ryan Wilder because she's more mysterious. Her story arc is much better than Kate Kane's, which was that her mother and sister, her sister, were both killed, and Batman didn't save them for her. That's what makes her talk like that for some reason. Makes her go across the world training over there to do what again? Let's talk about Ryan Wilder. Mother got killed. Well, her godmother got killed. And Ryan now is hopeless, basically. Because of Alice. Wow, that's a better story arc. Like, Ryan isn't all down and depressed. She's still trying to move forward with her life. And it did pretty well for itself. So, yes, this season was pretty good so far. I mean, they actually showed the Batmobile being driven more than ever. So that was cool.
Pretty cool. And that's all for now. I will be making on part 2 when the season is over. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, hit the like button and subscribe, and turn on post notifications to get more videos. So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments down below. Is this season pretty good so far? So yeah.